Alright, so I'm going through this blind 75 list and moving on to the second problem in the list. Longest substring without repeating characters. Given a string s, okay, I think I have tried it partially at some point. Let's clean it up. Given a string s, find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. So the input is ABC, ABC, BB. The answer is ABC with a length of 3. Why? The longest substring which does not have any repeating characters, okay? In this case, it's just B. In this case, either it's PW or it's WKE, right? So WKE will be the answer. PWKE is a subsequence or substring. Okay, so WKE. Okay, so now what can we do here? Um, let's say I start with the first guy. I keep track of how many, like, what's the string, how many characters string can contain. S consists of English letters, digits, symbols, and spaces. So not just English letters, but digit symbols and spaces as well. Okay. So can I maintain like a some ASCII, but yeah, some ASCII. So can I maintain? So when I see basically, can I maintain a map which keeps count or just a set? So maybe just a set, right? So A, and then I look at next character. If it is not repeated, then it's good. Then I go to C. If it is not repeated, then that's good as well. Then I find A again, and when I find A again, it's already repeated. So that is one. So this is where the candidate stops. But where does the next candidate start? The next candidate will start whenever the last A occurred, just after that. So yeah, so that will be the next starting point, and till there is no problem. So basically the sliding window, right? So first sliding window had A, B, and C, and now there is a repeated character. So wherever the repeated character happened, I move my window to the next of that. So in this case, B. So now I have BCA and then B. So then BCA will be the maximum. And now I'm looking at CAB. Again, C happens and so on and so forth. So I keep my window and I keep on sliding it, adjusting it. Um, Maybe let's try that approach. So I want to maintain the last index of when everything occurred. So a hash map of a character and its position. So I'll just call it last occurrence. Just call it map. Yeah. So map equals to new map, and I'm starting at index 0 and I'm ending at index, I guess, start with -1. And now what I'll do is while n is less than s dot length. Okay, now if so, let's look at the character first. So char c equals to s dot char at this position, and we want to check has it already occurred. So map dot if map already contains this guy, then you have to also maintain the length of the longest substring, right? So max equals to 1. I'll just make it 0. So really it will be and minus map dot get c, right? So for example, this ABC A is where you'll get the problem. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 minus 0 is 3. So you're getting. So this is the actual length. And so max is max of whatever max of power and length. And what else you want to do? This was the last occurrence, regardless of whether it was the last occurrence. Oh yeah, so now you wanna shift your start to, so do I even need this start? I don't know if I need to start, but okay, let's keep start. Oh, yeah, because it should be start, no? And minus start, correct? Yeah, so this is n minus start, and then start equals to map dot cat of c plus 1, and now you put, and obviously n plus plus, and here you return max. Does that work? Let's quickly have a run through for this ABC. So start with a, rand is minus 1. Okay, then you have to make end as 0. Okay, because you're looking at the character at 0. Yeah, so looking at the character at 0, obviously map would not contain, so map dot put c and n plus plus. So now you put a's, that you put that a occurs at index 0, then you go to b. Again, this is one operation. You'll put b occurs at 1, then you put c occurs at 2. Then when you come to this a, when n equals to 3, you'll see that there is one condition, right? There is still one condition, which is when you come out of the for loop, you may not have found a max. So at the end of the thing, you might have to do again another one, math dot max of max comma n minus start, right? This was the case, for example, A, B, C, D. So A, B, C, D all distinct, and then you'll come out, and so your start will be at 0, and your end will be at 0 to 4, and 4 minus 0, 4 is length, and that is a total thing. So yeah, so that's an example test cases. Okay, submit. And you get a wrong answer. Let's debug why that is the case. A, B, B, A. Let's give that as the input. And obviously the answer should be 2. Uh, let's see what happened here. We returned 3 as the answer somehow. Okay, let's quickly have a run. So we start at A occurs at index 0. This is what we start at. And let's say our start and end, right? So start is at 0, and is at 0. And we put our map where A occurs at 0. That's what we put in the map. Next, we put in our map that B occurs at 1. Next, we are looking at, and when we do that, um, we change the index to 2. And when we come to index to 2, we are looking at just a sec. What is the change? Is there a change? Don't see a change. Okay, so yeah, so start is at 0 and is at 2, and then I lost my flow over here, but okay. Yeah, so start equals to 0 and equals to 2. Yeah, now we're looking at B, and we see that B has already occurred. And since B has already occurred, we have to consider the length, and we have to consider the length as 2, right? And 2 minus 0, 2. So max is 2. And now the next starting point would be after the last occurrence of B, which is uh, 1 plus 1, 2. So now the starting point will be 2, correct? Exactly. The starting point will be 2. And we put map dot put B at 2, right? So now this will change to 2. This will change to 2. This will be 3. And now, because you'll do n plus plus, so now you look at 3 and you say, hey, did A occur? Now that's the problem here. You'll say, yeah, A occurred, but you don't really care about it. You want to see if it occurred, but did it occur before the starting point? So if map dot contains of C and map dot get of C is greater than or equal to start, only then you are really interested. Okay, now let's run code and see if that makes sense. Okay, this works now. Let's submit again. And now it works. All right.